I mentioned that the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, said that he would, in fact, have Bibi Netanyahu arrested. I don't know where you have the time. This is an article from the New Conservative Post. Headline, Trudeau parties while major city burns. As Prime Minister Justin Trudeau attended Taylor Swift's Fifth Eras concert at the Rogers Centre in Toronto, chaos erupted in Montreal. A pro-Palestinian protest spiraled into violent riots, leaving behind shattered storefronts, burned vehicles, and a profoundly unsettled community. The target of the riot were Jews. Protesters ignited an effigy of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Police faced difficulty controlling the escalating violence, with makeshift explosives and metal objects being thrown at them. By nightfall, rioters had shattered windows while 2 vehicles were set ablaze. Here's what the Daily Mail wrote. Riots began around 4:30 p.m. Protests quickly turned violent as protesters hurled small explosive devices and pieces of metal at police officers. Others set about committing wanton acts of wanton vandalism, smashing up storefronts, using hammers and planks of wood, while cars were also set ablaze. At one point, protesters marched through the city, with many carrying Palestinian flags and banners, while releasing red smoke bombs into the crowd to create a sense of anarchy and chaos. Montreal's Jewish community expressed deep concern over their safety, comparing the scenes to historic anti-Semitic attacks. Our community no longer feels safe, said one local leader. But hey, if Bibi sets foot on Canadian soil, rest assured he will in fact be arrested. This is just demented. Now, General Milley supposedly said that Donald Trump loved fascism, had a fondness for Hitler. Here is what he recently said about Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, 24.
Every single Secretary of Defense has come in with the idea of, quote-unquote, reforming the Pentagon. It is extraordinarily difficult. And it takes, in my view, first of all, it takes mature leadership, and it takes an alliance, or an alignment, I should say, between the Hill, the senators and congressmen up on the Hill who pass the laws. If all you're going to do is come in with a wrecking ball and just blow things apart, then what you're going to get is rubble. And if that's what you want, that's awesome if you want rubble. But that's not going to defend the United States. So we absolutely have to transform the Pentagon. And it's going to take an effort. And industry outside, guys like Elon, Vivek, and whoever, sure, they can be very helpful. But it has to be done correctly.
So here he's conceding that the Pentagon needs to be transformed. Jennifer Rubin is a columnist with the Washington Post. Here's what she said about the Trump administration picks, 34.
Yes, exactly. So here we have a little bit more diversity in the slide that you're showing. But the first one, which was the major characters, yes, it's 1,000 Shades of White. Secondly, there is a certain level of dysfunction and catastrophe that will sink these people. What happens if there is a terrorist attack, God forbid? What happens when there is a pandemic? The problem with being extreme, irresponsible, ignorant is when bad stuff happens, there's no one to blame but you. So the good news is that these people may not get everything they want. The bad news is a lot of bad stuff may happen to a lot of innocent people because of them. And this is kind of the touch the hot stove theory. People voted for him. We're about to find out what he's like.
Extreme, irresponsible, ignorant. Have you sat through the last 4 years? Have you sat through how they handled the pandemic? All the misinformation? And anybody who said anything differently got shut down?